Every day but Christmas, you know, like yeah, after all the years you spend doing this, I mean, you're a lost soul. So you get up in the morning and you read the paper or something, well, yeah, go to the studio. Then you stay until the light starts passing around the side of the building. And I usually end up making a lot of passes before I go home. So that way I know they're cooking while I'm gone. The exciting aspect of painting for me is the combination of cubism and like biomorphic, God-made elements and man-made elements. And so in my work now, it's still very much a contest between biomorphic or God-made kinds of energies and man-made. That takes place on every one of my canvases, and it brings a lot of excitement to me. That was sort of like the springboard, do different things with the figure. And one thing led to another, and more input about ideas and less about subject matter. That's when I really started to work in what you might call abstract expression. It gives you the opportunity to allow the work to set direction for you during the process. And I like that idea because so much happens during the process. That's where the excitement is. And so if you don't have the opportunity to do something that you hadn't planned on doing from the very beginning, I think you're missing the boat. And this one here is called The Big Bang, and it's showing the history of like pyramid building, grids, mathematics, and of course voodoo, magic, and cave paintings. It's sort of timeless, you know. It captures some of the attempts of man to explain the unknown. The more you learn, the more you realize you don't know. Let's see, about 3.5 months or so. Yeah, it's been a while because some days, you know, I don't work on that one at all. I work on these because they lend experiences which can be transmitted to this piece. And like I said, you don't want to, you know, whip a pony till it dies. You just ride it while you can and give it an opportunity to rest. And at the same time, you're learning something that's related when you do these other pieces. I like to work on several paintings simultaneously for several reasons. One is that you cannot force a good painting. What you will end up with is a forced painting. So by having 4 or 5 paintings that you're working on at the same time, you get to a point where you find yourself getting precious with the work, or you're not forging ahead. You just set it aside and work on another. Plus, sometimes what you discover in a new painting can lend itself to solving problems you're having in a previous one. The experiences that I have had on this planet are mainly concerned with what we call the blue planet, the water, the sky, and the earth, the trees, and so forth. So I stay kind of close to that when I'm probing my palette, something that I know very well. You know, why would I go someplace that I haven't been previously? You know, to me it's a very exciting experience because you develop a language through your experiences. I often look at my stuff in the studio when you have 4 or 5 paintings on the wall in front of you, and when you push them closer together, it looks like one long painting, like what you did on one leads to what you're doing on another, and so forth and so on. And I'm looking forward to having that long look from not just painting to painting, but decade to decade. Like, how did he get from stuff in the 60s to understanding and utilizing that information in the 70s and the 80s and 90s? And surely like other things in life. You know, we slowly move away from our childhood fantasies, but we keep some of that with us. It gives you more understanding and respect too to evolution, like how life began on this planet and how it multiplied, you know, and extrapolated into all these varieties, but they're all based on the same kind of concept. It makes you feel like you're a part of something much larger than your daily life. You know? And so I'm looking forward to having that long read on my career.